Hello everyone, this is Anurag Ray from PestRemovalWarrior.com, and today I will be answering another question, that is, can spiders fly? The answer is not literally. Spiders can't fly like birds that you see often, but spiders do fly, but by a process known as ballooning. They can travel vast distances by this process, and I will be explaining that in this video, how they do it and why they do it. But before we continue this video, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell so that you can receive updates about my videos and also help my channel grow. Now, spiders do this ballooning, and they do it by the help of the electricity generated from the earth. Now, this is the gravitational the electricity that is generated from the earth, that they use it to fly across the vast distances. Now, the electricity that is generated is more than enough to make them fly, but they use also the power of the wind to travel, and they can actually sense the electrical current, electrical field within the earth. And when they sense it and when they feel it's adequate, they raise their legs and they eject a thread, that is a spider web, and then they take off, and they can travel with that to very long distance. They can even cross oceans by the help of it, and they have also been found to travel from one island to another island. However, the landing process is a bit complicated. When the Earth's electricity decreases, they can land anywhere and then can start breeding and start growing over there. Like we can sense wind, they can sense the Earth's electrical field. So when they can sense it properly, their hair stands up and they knows that there is a proper electrical field over there, and then they use it for ballooning. Now, the wind also plays a very major factor over here. They use it to take a lift, and once they feel the wind is accurate, when the Earth's electrical field is accurate, they, like I mentioned before, they raises their legs in a certain way, and then they take off. Now, they have been seen to fly to a very high, for very large distances, and also to a great height. Means they have been seen to fly over 16,000 feet, which is a great height. And if you see a spider over distance, that's very weird, but they can actually do it. It happens because of the Earth's electrical field. Whenever there is Earth's electrical field, they can use it to travel from one place to another. Now, it also happens that we may not be able to track the Earth's electrical field, but they can. Now, there has been many scientific experiment over there where the spiders have been induced to artificial Earth electrical field, and they have shown this behavioral trait, and that has allowed the scientists to conclude that they can actually use that Earth electrical field to do ballooning. Now, ballooning is done by even smaller spider, and it is done by bigger spiders. It is not a matter of how heavy the spider is. They can do it because of the Earth's electrical field, and also a little bit of help from the wind. So, wind is not the primary reason over here. They don't use wind because wind's current changes. They don't use the wind to travel from one place to another. They use the Earth electrical field, and for the basic lift, they use the wind so that they can get a proper lift and they can fly across vast distances. Now, why they do it? There can be many reasons for why they do it. The number one reason could be because they just simply do it. The second reason is they do it also sometimes for the food. Now, this is a very well debated concept because many people believe they do it because of the wind. But however, the recent studies has been done that they can do it because of the electrical current, and also it is not very clear why exactly they do it. But there are perhaps some of the reasons, like I mentioned before. They do it because they simply feel the electrical field over there, or they do it just for the food. Or mixture of both, because they can travel from one place to another. Because of this trait, spiders have been found all across the globe because they can travel such vast distances. Like I mentioned before, they can travel across oceans. So you know how much distance that is, and they can cover that up. And once they do that, they can end up being in another island, where they start breeding, where they start growing, and the population increases in that island. And again, some spiders from there also start doing the ballooning process, and then they travel from that island to another place. And as a result, they can travel across all of the globe, and they can spread across all of the globe. This has a very evolutionary benefit to the spiders, because they can spread their population all across the globe. So, which is a very big benefit for them, and they don't have to do it like by walking, because walking would not be a possible thing for them, and is a much safer way to travel, because of course in that height is difficult even for birds to reach that height, and birds won't prey on a spider when they are flying in that way. And they are relatively fast when they are flying also, because the wind current, the Earth's magnetic field is carrying them. However, there is some uncertainty over there. The spider may end up in a place where it may be very difficult for him to actually grow, and if the electrical current end up in the midway of the ocean, then there can be serious problem, because the spider may end up falling on the ocean. However, it has been seen that most of the time, if there are large ships over there, then the spiders end up being landing on the ship. Now that is how it actually works. They cannot actually completely control the current, and they just keep on flying as long as that electrical current allows them to fly. They respond to the stimuli provided by the electrical current, and they just keep on flowing with that. They don't actually completely control it. So it's like more like you can feel the wind, you can't control the wind. It's the same for them. They can't control the electrical field, but they can feel, and then you can use it to just fly across. So yes, the spiders cannot fly in like birds, but yes, they can fly and travel across all of the globe just by using ballooning. So that's it for this video. If you really like this video, don't forget to click the like, comment and subscribe button. And I'm uploading 2 videos every single week. That is on Monday and Friday. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can receive updates about my video and also help my channel grow. Thank you.